Hi there, this is Jill Coleman with JillStamps.com, and in this video I'd like to teach you how to make this cute men's dress shirt card with a coordinating tie. And the tie is super easy to make, and I'll show you how to do that with the envelope punch board. What you'll need to get started is a piece of Whisper White cardstock measuring 4 1/4 by 11. I've already scored that in the center at 5 1/2, and so you'll fold that in half to create your card base. You could use colored cardstock if you wish, if it coordinated with the designer series paper you were going to use for the shirt front print. With this I went with white, and that way you just have that collar that stands out. You're going to take this card with a folded edge leading and put that folded edge at 3/4 of an inch. And then you're going to cut 1 inch in from each side. So I went from the 4 1/4 edge to 3 1/4, and from the top edge down to 1. And press real firmly to ensure that you get through both layers of your card. From there, open up your card and take your paper snips. You're going to trim from the edge of the card at that score line to the inside edge of the cut that you just did, and taking out that triangle. I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. So you got just those 2 notches cut out. And now the notch side will become the front of your card. So that's what it should look like now. Now you're ready to adhere your pattern paper for your shirt front. I'm using a pinstripe pattern from the Gingham Garden packet. The designer series paper measures 4 1/4 by 4 3/4. And you'll want to line this up on that edge just below those triangle notches that you cut out. There you go. All right, so there's your shirt front. Now we'll create your tie, because you want to put your tie on next. So we'll set the shirt front aside and I'll show you how to make the tie. The tie starts with a piece of cardstock measuring 1 inch by 4 1/4 inches. And then you're going to use Stampin' Up's envelope punch board to make this. In the past I've done origami ties, and they're fun to make and they have a great pointy result, but they take a lot more time. This is super quick and easy. Again, 1 inch by 4 1/4. First you're going to measure the left edge at 4 3/8 inch and punch. Flip it top to bottom and do the same thing, 4 3/8. And that just takes the bottom off your tie. Now turn it end for end, and with the leading edge, that new shorter edge, at 3 1/2, punch, and this creates the indentation that appears to be the knot in your tie. How easy is that? I just love that when I saw that. This is not my original idea, obviously. I'm just sharing it with you. All right, at this point you want to put your greeting on your tie if that's where you want to put the greeting. I chose to do that. I'm using the Happy Father's Day greeting from the Teeny Tiny Wishes stamp set, and because we're working with dark Night of Navy cardstock, I'm going to stamp that in white. And you want to make sure that dries, because the next embellishment or addition you're going to do with this is run it through a texture folder, and that will add just a whole lot to your tie. I chose to run it through the stripes texture folder, and if you do it at an angle, it'll give a nice side pinstripe look like you would see in a store-bought tie. And this is the resulting tie. See that? So I've kind of got this all ready. I've already put some Stampin' Dimensionals on there. So we'll peel the backing off of those and bring your card front back in and center that tie there right at the top edge and from side to side, and now you've got your tie. Okay, now you need the little shirt collar tacks, and for that you'll use our Stampin' Pierce mat and our paper piercing tool and pierce 2 holes just in the corner of this collar with enough space to be able to hide the tails of your brads. So got those 2 holes, and now you'll need 2 of our mini brads. You'll bring these in, from back to front. Turn that over. And these are tiny. You have to get them close to see them. And put your brad tails at a 90-degree angle, and that way they'll be hidden behind the shirt collar when you fold it over. And I'll do this side. We'll get this other end in on this side of this brad. Oh, missed the hole with one of the tails. Again, bend that at about a 90-degree angle. You want to use your bone folder in to help press that down flat. Those work great for it. Force them to stay in place. Oops. Sorry about that. All right, you got your brad tails there. Then you'll use some sticky strip. We need some adhesive right here along the side edge and the bottom edge of that shirt. And I've got some pre-done pieces here, done with a sticky strip. And then I'm going to go ahead and get kind of a feel for where the collar needs to fold down too before I take the backing pieces off that sticky strip. So what you want to do is kind of work it around. This top corner is going to go down to the middle portion of your tie, like that. And if you feel like you don't have quite enough snip, which almost looks like on this left side, I need to snip just a little bit further for that collar to come in. I didn't release that. Get that fully cut in there. There we go. And now that collar can make it to the center of the tie. So that's where you want that top edge to fit, is right there at the top of your tie. So now that I know we're ready to go, now I'll take the red backing off the sticky strip and we can adhere that down to the top of the tie. Easier said than done. There we go. All right. Put that down. Fold your collar down, nice crease. And there you go. It's easy as that. Just a great shirt and tie card to give to that man on Father's Day or a birthday. You can finish off the inside however you'd like. I just added a coordinating strip of Designer Series paper and a small greeting there on the inside. But these will open up. And go ahead and just bend, show you that. Bend it right there underneath the collar. Put the crease right there to get that card to open. And there you go. All right. That's an envelope punch board tie on a men's shirt, and I hope you enjoy. Oh, you know what? We forgot one other thing. We need a pocket. Look at there. Again, this is real TV right here. Real video tutorial. Let me get you that pocket. That pocket is also created using the envelope punch board and a 1" by 1" piece of cardstock. Come back to the envelope punch board, put that 1" piece at 1 1/8. I know that sounds odd, but that's where it works. And punch and flip top to bottom again and punch. And again, that's similar, just takes off the bottom to resemble a pocket like we did to resemble your tie, the bottom of the tie. And then just add some snail adhesive and put your pocket on. And there you go. Okay, now we're really done. I hope you enjoyed this shirt and tie card and this video tutorial. I hope you'll join me again sometime soon over my blog at jillstamps.com. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also Pinterest. Thanks for being here today. Bye-bye.